If you've been watching the news on your social media, you've been definitely hearing about a shifting housing market. But is that really happening in Rahway? We're going to get into that and much more right after this. Hi, I'm Camille Haynes, real estate agent in the Union County area. And I want to thank you for taking a couple of minutes out of your day to watch my video on Rahway's real estate housing market for April 2022. First off, I have to apologize before I even start this video because I have not been on top of my game with recording these videos for the past few months. I started Rahway and then I stopped. My bad. I apologize for slacking on that. But I'm glad to be back on my routine and to start giving you guys some good content. So let's get into it. The housing market. If you've been watching any news, if you've been on social media, reading any newspaper articles, you've been hearing about a shift in just everything since the last video I made. Interest rates are up. Inflation's up. Gas prices are up. The war on Ukraine, Biden is talking to the Fed about what to do about inflation. Even Jamie Dimon 2 days ago, when from the time I recorded this video, is talking about an economic hurricane coming. And it's a lot. It's a lot to hear all this stuff. But, when I do these videos, I'm hearing all this stuff about the national market, and I'm like, is this really happening on a local scale? Is Rahway really starting to take a hit like a lot of other communities might be? Well, we're going to, like I said, dive into some of the nitty-gritty numbers that we have here for the month of April. So let's get into it. The first number I want to talk to you about is the number of new homes available for sale so far in the month and in the year. In April 2021, there were 45 homes available for sale. That number is down in April 2022, where there are only 33 homes available for sale. So you're talking about being down approximately 27% from 1 year ago. But the number of homes available for sale for the first quadrimester, so the first 4 months of the year, is up from 1 year ago. Last year, you were looking at the first 4 months having 118 homes available for sale. This year, that number is 137 homes available for sale. So that is an increase of approximately 16% from 1 year ago. Another number that did a flip-flop was the average number of days on market until a home sold. In April 2022, that number was 29 days, compared to 1 year ago, where that number was 52. So that's a 44% decrease from 1 year ago. But if you look at the first 4 months of the calendar year, that number actually is increasing. Last year, the number of days on market for the first 4 months was 36. This year, it is 43. So that's approximately a 19% increase year over year. But the two big numbers that are not flip-flopping have to do with pricing as well as the inventory of homes available for sale. Let's talk about the inventory first. Last year, on average, there were 65 homes available for sale in the month of April. This year, that number was only 43. So you're talking about, once again, a significant drop from 1 year ago. But the one thing that is still not dropping is pricing. On average, a home in Rahway for the month of April 2022 sold at 104.3%. So that means it sold 4.3% above its asking amount. Compare that to last year, where that number was 101.3. So that's an additional 3% increase from 1 year ago. And now let's get into the big number, which is the median sales price for homes. On average, last year, the average sales price of a home that successfully sold in the month of April was $335,500. Would you like to guess what it was in April 2022? Well, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Something like that, right? That number was $415,000. $80,000 more than 1 year ago. Significant increase, significant. And then you say, well, is that just a 1 month fluke, or is this now happening all over? For the first 4 months, for homes that have sold in Rahway, the average sales price was $345,000. This year, on average, you're looking at $400,000. Still, that's no chump change. That's over 10% increase here. Significant increase of home values in Rahway. Which leads me to, do I see this changing or anything else? I will admit, I did a video a couple of months ago. Once COVID restrictions started to lift, and I said, okay, maybe pricing will start to cool down and everything else. But who would have thought that, inflation would have taken off, that, the war on Ukraine and how that's impacting the financial structure of this country. And, rates are going up. And if you think about it, where do you see really much new development happening in Rahway? Of course, you'll have some of the larger, apartment complexes, but like just a solid single family home, you don't really see that. You don't see that. So you get all these things together, and still people moving in from the city or wherever, still trying to come into Jersey because the pricing is cheaper in Jersey. It's like caused this snowball effect. So if you've been one of those who's been sitting and waiting, and you're like, oh, maybe the pricing will drop, I'm not sure. I just don't know with this housing market these days what's going to happen. Time will tell. Time will most certainly tell. But if you have any questions, you want to have a further conversation about your property, or possibly buying a home in Rahway now in the near future, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you out. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel here, and then follow me on Instagram and TikTok also. I'll make sure to put the links in the comments, or in the, the description section as well. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, week. Enjoy this summer. We're kicking off summer now, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day out as I'm recording this. So hope you take care, and I'll speak to you next month. Take care.